Hey, this video is going to be showing you where the 21 collectible holograms are and their map locations. So if you need a particular one, I'll have that listed in the description below. I haven't tried to group the holograms by type or put them into any sort of chronological order. So I've just moved, basically worked my way from the left hand side of the map to the right hand side. There are two holograms that are located inside a bunker, like a square rusty building, and I've been able to get there quickly via the nearby travel point. However, if you are unable to access them via that fast travel point, what you need to do is complete the side missions, which take you to those bunkers, and I believe that's when those fast travel points get unlocked.
Dr. Manduski here. It's day 63. We're running low on supplies, but our labor is really beginning to bear some real fruit. The sugar gliders. These have turned out to be the absolute 100% best subject for this theory, okay? Now, we have found that these animals, they are receiving messages from the Earth, okay? Now, all we humans need to do is tap into that communication that the sugar gliders are receiving from the Earth. And we believe that we have found the amplifier for that. The mushroom oak tree. This is the brain, okay? We have found the brain. Can you imagine how huge that is? We are inches away from tapping into this communal link, okay? This neurological bond between the trees, animals, insects. Now, we even believe that they are controlling each other using strands of... What the hell was that? Apwete!
Yeah, I heard it too! Get out of there!
Okay, gotta end the transmission, okay. Transition over.
Geo archive data, October 12, 2075, hour 11 a.m., alert code red. Supercell storms are forming around Savior Island and moving faster than anticipated. Geo asks survivors to find refuge underground. End transmission.
Isn't it beautiful here? Take it all in. Look at all of Savior Island. You know, it's not everybody who takes the time to enjoy the beauty of life and explore every nook and cranny of their world. You're that person. I'm that person. We are the special people in this world that really care about beauty and nature. Enjoy it. You're a good person. You're better than all the rest.
The glider has stumbled upon what appears to be a holographic diary left here. It's remarkable that this device is still operational.
Morning. Okay, this is Apwete Hamilton here on Savior Island with Adam Manduski. I hope we're not the last two people on Earth. Even though it has been tough, we have been making great progress. We have seen security drones and have heard the Archangel's patrols around, but we're not letting it get us down. This place is fascinating. There is a high incidence of fungi symbiosis between several of the species. What the data is showing is that the Quercus theory, your Quercus theory, is true. Dr. Vandergroot, it is true. Can you believe that? We thought it was pretty big news here, and we will keep you informed as more information becomes available. But that is it for now. So thank you, and transmission complete.
The contributions of Apwete and Manduski will never be forgotten. It was they who first observed the fungi symbiosis phenomenon, the uniquely symbiotic relationship that seems to exist between certain species of fungi and the surviving animals of planet Earth.
This next hologram is found on top of a small plane. I think it might even be a fighter jet, I'm not sure. But I'm not sure if this is the best way to get to it. This is just the way that I went. But I've also left in the video of me exiting the area and going to another fast travel point. And that may be actually the better way to go from that fast travel point backwards to the plane.
Archive data, March 27th, 2077, hour 1 p.m., alert code red. Minus 80% of the world's surface will soon degrade by rapidly rising sea levels. Torrential rains, tsunami waves, and extreme floods are expected. Survivors need to seek safety on higher ground. End transmission. GeoArchive data, March 27th, 2077, hour...
Hello. It is me, Desouza, and this is my video diary that I would like to leave for future generations. January 2189. Feels as though the days are getting longer. However, the sounds of nature do soothe me. It's so quiet here. There is no GEO employee that remains. I'm probably the only one left. We had a chance. We did not have to let this happen. When the world was full of forests as far as the eye could see, and beauty felt like it was forever. And this GEO was supposed to be this huge project that was meant as a solution to all of the problems that we had created as a society. We were all won over by Qercus, a very charismatic leader, and I understand the appeal. But I know that we could have done so much more. I feel like we had many chances to prevent what this was, but GEO just decided to come in and take everyone away, leaving our beloved Earth behind. I believed in this project, and I knew that their intentions weren't malicious, but they certainly encouraged extremist behaviors. Everyone who stands against them is mysteriously silenced and suppressed by the archangels. And I wouldn't be surprised if, well, I'm sure they don't like me very much either. But let me tell you this, they don't have to like you for you to do what's right. And stick to what you believe in. I will continue my diary until I find the end myself. Or I find a new beginning we can all hope for. Hello. It is me. Recorded? Right. Annabelle Desouza. Now I know that there's no one that is on this island. There's no one that should be here, but I have sensed a presence. And it's warm and it's fresh. I haven't even been wearing my mask. Well, you know, I don't wear it very often because I'm not having any adverse reactions to this toxic environment. This environment is not toxic. Why are they telling me it's toxic? That is a misconception. Now, Geo just came and took everyone away to up there so that they could abandon our home. It is very much easier to abandon. But I will not abandon our home. I refuse to abandon this place. I refuse, and because of that, it should prove that everyone should have faith. However, something still irks me about this presence. It's hostile. It has a sad danger to it. And I have seen remnants of things in caves and in bunkers and footprints, dusty and hastily covered. And I wonder to myself, is it those fools coming back to get one more piece and pillage? Or is it fellow outcasts like myself who believe and have faith and want to see if we can make Earth work again? Now, I'm sorry, I got a little carried away there, but
archive data, September 13th, 2083, hour 7 a.m., alert code red. An overflow of survivors migrating in the direction of Savior Island has created an unprecedented lack of supplies. Claire Chu, leader of GEO, urges people to stay calm and respect laws. End transmission.
Consider this our meeting manifesto. It's really simple, really. If we leave place for trees to grow, right, they will communicate with fungi and they will create the natural fabric for all life. Okay, now if you add water into the mix, that is going to help purify the air. We're going to have real clean air. It's really exciting. And the man-made volcanoes that we're using are just, no, they're no good. No good. And the terraforming is just pouring the wrong things into the ground. It's the wrong nutrients. But we know what the right thing to do is. We know how to save the earth, really.
We have discovered what we think may be the Quercus Fungi tree, and it is giant. But we keep getting denied access by the archangels. I don't understand. Why would they stop us from doing our work? Why would they stop us from trying to help? I mean, if they fail us, I will never forgive them. And I feel like they may have.
Okay, now this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna sneak into the oak tree. We're gonna collect some fungi symbiosis out of it. Okay? So we have real hope. For the first time in a long time. It's small, but it's there. It's real. Okay? So now let's keep this transmission off the grid for now, just in case something bad happens to us. But my God, I mean, if this really works out for us, I mean, the Quercus theory is really good. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
The contributions of Apwete and Manduski will never be forgotten. It was they who first observed the fungi symbiosis phenomenon, the uniquely symbiotic relationship that seems to exist between certain species of fungi and the surviving animals of planet Earth. Apwete and Manduski were in the midst of developing a theory that suggests that fungi symbiosis is the reason species like the sugar glider have been able to survive the planet's toxicity. If the theory is true, then human beings may be able to adapt as well, using the same process. It is my opinion that the theory held, and still holds, a great deal of promise. Unfortunately, not all those in power agree.
Geo archive data, January 16, 2089, hour 10 a.m. Alert code red. Scientists observed increased aggression in remaining animal species, potentially as a consequence of various toxins released in the destruction of our infrastructure. Geo asks survivors to stay vigilant as many sectors are no longer safe for humans. End transmission.
These next two holograms are located fairly closely to each other, but unfortunately there's this huge area of red spiky plants in between them, so you can't just quickly go and collect the two together. You need to use two different fast travel points.
What is up, people? Welcome to the BoilUp podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Carmanian. Let's do this. All right, welcome to the BoilUp. Today we're going to be talking about the shift. It happened decades ago. It was horrible. It was a tough time. The world changed. Sea levels rose. They rose like 50 meters or some crazy thing. We got like 14,000 volcanoes up there around that. 14,000. I think it's more than 14,000. 14,000 volcanoes. I mean, I love boiling up. My podcast is called the BoilUp Podcast. But 14,000 boiling volcanoes is a little too much heat for us to handle. It was pandemonium, and the whole Earth's surface changed to put us where we are now. And who's to blame for the shift? Well, I'll tell you who. People who polluted like crazy. Mother Earth got angry, and that's what happened to shift, because douchebags didn't give a darn about Mother Earth. We just gave it up. We had paradise. And now what do we have? The shift changed everything, and it happened decades ago, but we're still feeling it today. And that's why Geo was formed, and that's why we're here right now. We're going to get through the shift. We'll find a way. We will, because that's how it works. That's it for the BoilUp Podcast this week. Tune in next week. We're going to be talking about Geo. I'm Kevin Carmanian saying, boil me up! What is up, people? Welcome to the BoilUp podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Carmanian. Let's do this. Seriously, today I want to talk about people who don't care enough. You know who you are. I mean, I was there the other day, sitting up on the balcony of the Arcany, as I call it, just sitting there with a coffee, looking out on what we've done to the world. And I had my mask on because the air is toxic. The GEO'S surveys have all told us, we can't breathe the air, it's toxic. These are facts. The air is toxic. We need these masks, so put them on. Some people are complaining about GEO, complaining about this and that, but no, it's time to care, man. I don't get it. Some people just want to get in their little bubble and not think about everything. The people that before that said nature, whatever, nature is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And we don't have it right now. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated about people that were selfish before. Now I'm forced to wear this mask because we were selfish. And we're not selfish right now. We're in the ark. We're sacrificing for what will become. Once we get there, yeah, sure, then the party is going to be huge. Huge, man. When you tell me, oh, you can play baseball in your backyard again? Oh yeah. And that just comes from me caring about nature, about you, my viewers, my listeners, everyone. Thanks for boiling up with me. I kiss you on your two pretty cheeks. I'm Kevin. This is the BoilUp.
Well, this is nonsense. Utter nonsense. I had supporters. I had allies, and I was not supposed to be doomed to live on this island alone for all of eternity. I know these ridiculous, misbegotten creatures who stole my nature, my solace, and my companionship. And what my fellow believers, Manduski and Apwete, discovered was proof that would allow them to unravel the lies of these soul-sucking global organizations that they're forcing upon us. They knew something. They knew how we could save everything. But they were exploited for their beliefs and their knowledge. For all I know, they have haven't even been left alive. They fought against the organizations that defiled the memory of our ancestors, and those who fought, and those who fought to make it a place that we could live. And I will not leave. I refuse to leave. I will honor Manduski's memory and remain for as long as it takes me to discover the truth, at whatever cost. I have made a discovery. Unbelievable, actually, if true. The other day, I was walking around and I stumbled upon some scribbles and some pages of magazines that were written by Adam Manduski and Apwete Hamilton. Two names that I'm very familiar with. Two supporters of the Quercus theory and returning to Earth. Just like me, they fought for people to return to Earth. But I fear for their well-being because nobody knows who they are. Nobody knows what they wrote or what they stood for or what they were trying to do. And the theory, the whole theory is all been lost or forgotten or neglected. And I do feel like there was someone after them. And the probably after me as well.
Archive data, June 3rd, 2085, hour 9 p.m, alert code red. We have detected a sudden change in the atmospheric composition. The air is becoming significantly less breathable and toxic. GEO encourages everyone to wear their mask permanently when going outside. End transmission.
There are 4 holograms located in the swamp area, a bit inconveniently, and to reach those you need to climb the trees basically and glide across from one thing to another. So you may want to collect all 4 of those one after another. This video will only show the 2 that are close to where the house ruins are, and one of them, the hologram's located inside like a laboratory building, and the second one's located inside the cockpit of a plane that's crashed. So I'll be being a little bit lazy in this video and doing a bit of swimming, but you should really use the trees, otherwise your sugar glider might die. And the last bit with the plane, you can actually safely glide across on top of the plane. I just messed up and ended up in the water, unfortunately.
Okay, is this thing working? Oh, good. I think they killed Manduski. I heard the shots. I managed to get the vial, but help me. Get out to me.
The contributions of Apwete and Manduski will never be forgotten. It was they who first observed the fungi symbiosis phenomenon, the uniquely symbiotic relationship that seems to exist between certain species of fungi and the surviving animals of planet Earth. Apwete and Manduski were in the midst of developing a theory that suggests that fungi symbiosis is the reason species like the sugar glider have been able to survive the planet's toxicity. If the theory is true, then human beings may be able to adapt as well, using the same process. It is my opinion that the theory held, and still holds, a great deal of promise. Unfortunately, not all those in power agree.
Geo Archive Data, May 19, 2087, hour 3 p.m. Alert code red. Due to the presence of multiple rebels and insurgents within nearby territories, Geo commands survivors to respect the curfew, avoid traveling to red zones, and stay hidden if possible. End transmission. Geo Archive Data, August 8, 2095, hour 5 p.m. Alert code red. Geo's temporary mitigation measures have failed. The environmental shift with rising sea levels, tsunamis, storms, landslides, volcanoes and frozen climates will continue, and our infrastructure may not be able to handle it. To secure a brighter future for yourself and future generations, the members of GEO'S board have decided to activate Project ARK. End transmission.
So as I said, there's 4 holograms to collect in the swamp area, and you may want to collect all of those one after another. This video shows the one that's on a ship in the bridge area at the top of the ship, and I haven't bothered showing me getting to there because that would make the video quite long with me jumping and gliding from tree to tree.
What is up, people? Welcome to the BoilUp podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Carmanian. Let's do this. What is up, people? Welcome to Savior Island, coming to you live. The BoilUp podcast. I'm boiling up. Let's get boiled. All right. Let's talk about GEO. GEO. We all see it. GEO organization, GEO this, GEO that. They are a great institution. I worked under them with the Archangels for years. Listen to Claire Chu's angelic voice. She's told us what to do, and you gotta listen to her. Listen to her, because she knows what's up. GEO, of course, it stands for Global Emergency Organization. I mean, they're out there building the arcs that are circulating the galaxy, trying to find us new places to live. We need this. We need it. You don't have, so people that complain, shut up. Shh. Why are you complaining? Why? She's just trying to do what's good for us. Yeah, she's making mistakes. I made mistakes. You made mistakes. We all make mistakes. But in this case, the mistake that our ancestors made was too damn big. And the world was messed up. And GEO stepped up. There are people that step up. Don't criticize them. Love them. Funny, they're helping me live. They're paying for my health care, my welfare, everything. They're paying for it. And that's why GEO is a beautiful thing. I'm just trying to educate you about Claire Chu, GEO, all these great organizations that love us all. So please, keep tuning into my podcast and keep supporting GEO. Because we're going to get through this, people. I believe in it. I believe in Claire Chu when I hear her voice, and I believe in all of you. So, that's it for me, Kevin Carmanian, signing out from the BoilUp podcast. BoilUp!
Another hologram left behind. Who could this be?
Now, this hologram's the one I mentioned in my story video. You cannot get to it from the fast travel point that's the closest one, that looks like the right one. I think it's called Ruins or something like that. You actually need to use the fast travel point that's called Big Tree, which is further away, but it enables you to cross the land, climb a tree, and then glide down to where the hologram is. You absolutely cannot get to it through the other travel point. I've tried, believe me.
last check.
Down, underneath.
We work for GEO. Okay.
We're researchers. We work for GEO. What
Don't touch her. Don't touch her.
We want the dossier. We want the Quercus dossier. Come on.
Push your down and tell us who you work for, okay?
You're gonna be on the clearance.
What are you looking at? What is that? Take a shot. Take him out. Take him out.
The contributions of Apwete and Manduski will never be forgotten. It was they who first observed the fungi symbiosis phenomenon.
So this is the last hologram in this video to collect, and it's also located in the swamp, so you may want to get it when you're getting the other swamp ones. But I decided to get it from gliding down near the big tree because it's quite close to that fast travel point. So I hope once you've got this one, you've collected all your holograms and that you get the trophy or achievement for it. And I'd just like to say I really love these holograms. They really added so much depth to this whole story of Away, the survival series.
Okay, we're recording. Okay. We have very, very, very big news. We went inside the Quercus Fungi. We have taken a small vertical slice of the brain.